Welcome back to Good Day State Line. This morning we took a trip to Sycamore to visit Cronauer Law. We have Nicholas Cronauer and also Ryan Dempsey. We'll get to you in a second.
All right.
First, I want to hear from you, Nicholas. Tell me a little bit about yourself and about the law practice here.
Yep, thank you. So, obviously, introduce me. My name is Nicholas. Born and raised this area, DeKalb, Sycamore. Actually went to school in Hinckley. Public school grad, proud of. But pretty much graduated 2011 and been doing civil trial work ever since. Followed my father's footsteps. Firm was established late 70s, early 80s, and kind of taken over and trying to move it forward and to the next level.
Sure. What's your favorite thing about, working with people like Ryan and being involved in this work?
Making a difference. I mean, you see people that come to you in bad situations and they don't have the power to change anything. Being a lawyer is a lot of power to change people's unfortunate situations, and it's like a roller coaster. I mean, you deal with a lot of things, but at the end of the day, when you can help someone get a good result, it pays for itself.
That's awesome. So here we have Ryan, the example of the good result,
Yes.
right? I didn't ask you a lot of questions yet because I wanted to hear about it now, but I hope that's why we're talking to you. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Ryan.
I work for the railroad. I've been working for the railroad for 20 years. Married, 4 kids.
Sounds like a good life.
It is a pretty good life.
But something not so great did happen once.
Yes. I was walking to my train and there was some uneven concrete. I tripped over it and I broke my wrist in 2 spots and tore my ulnar nerve. And I was out of work for 8 months.
It's a long time.
Yes.
So that's how you came to meet Nicholas here. So tell me about your story. About what happened and why you came to meet him.
Well, working for the railroad, I had my union designated counsel, and of course, it wasn't much a big case, so I decided to go with them because I see them every day. I know them, we care about them. Unfortunately, after a couple years, I never even met the lawyer that was set out to do my case. I would only talk to the investigator, and after a while, they were trying to get me to settle for less than what I lost, and that just wasn't happening.
Sure.
I heard of Nick through another coworker that he used, and I ended up going and watching their trial and got good results. And I talked to Nick. I told him about what was going on, and he said, well, you can't really just take a case over from another lawyer. Such and such has to happen first. And fortunately, it worked out for me, and Nick was able to take over my case, and we got good results. I got 4 times as much as what they even wanted to settle with me.
And just like you said, your first experience, you didn't even see the person that you were working with. To me, that just doesn't sound like the best way to go.
Right. I think for some reason they didn't see the dollar signs, so they didn't want to help me out. Thank God Nick saw my case and seen that, here I lost 8 months of pay. That's, I didn't see a dime from the railroad the whole time, so 8 months not getting paid obviously put a big dent into my family's
Yeah, you
situation.
4 kids.
Yes. Well, 3 at the time.
Okay, but still. So now you have 4 kids, and now you're very happy with your experience here at Cronauer Law. So would you recommend it to other people?
I've recommended it a few times.
For sure. I have a feeling that's why they might have picked you to be in this with me today. They're like, well, he likes us.
Right, no, just the firm itself. I mean, they even showed up to the trial and watched the cases, and they talked, and I just felt very comfortable with them the whole time.
That's great. So tell me, Nick, what does Cronauer Law specialize in, and then how, of course, can we find you if we need you?
Sure, yeah. Online's the best, cronauerlaw.com. Phone to 815-895-8585, somewhat memorable. I apologize, what was the first question?
What other, so we obviously know injury is something you specialize in. What else might we need you for?
Yeah, no, so our firm pretty much is kind of developing a niche boutique in civil trial practice, civil litigation. But unfortunately, a lot of people have issues that delve from civil trial work or kind of overlap with civil trial work. So we handle other things. That's kind of where our focus is.
All right, and you obviously had a great experience, and that's why you guys are talking to me today, to share that with everyone else.
In tomorrow in Ryan's story, part of the problem, a lot of lawyers just look at a case, okay, you missed eight weeks worth of work, you lost this much wage, this is all we think your case is worth. But when you go, this type of work is more than just how much money did you lose. It's what did he live through in 8 months, and it was not a pleasant experience. And part of the law is pain and suffering, emotional distress. just all the inconvenience that is caused by basically taking people out of their natural environment, which I think COVID now we can all relate.
Yeah.
When you are sequestered to your home because you've got nothing better to do, I mean, that is not a pleasant experience. And part of any case, I know Ryan said his case wasn't big, I would disagree, but you know, there's more to a case than just how much money I lose. It's how did this affect me mentally, personally, and you know, with your family. So.
And what's going to happen in the future as well with your injury.
Sure, because you never really know at the time, at least. You don't really know how the future is. But I feel like you're doing okay now, yes?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, good.
Right.
All right, CronauerLaw.com if anyone needs you, right?
Correct.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know what's next, right? Our trip to Summerfield Zoo. A fox bit me, a reindeer tried to eat my purse. You don't want to miss this. We'll be right back.